Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bracket Up, where we get through the mundane to the slightly less mundane. Today's topic might be important to some and unimportant to others. It's the worst place to be caught masturbating, choking the chicken, whacking it, jerking off, pulling your pud, saying hi to the boys, whatever you want to call it. It's the worst place to be caught masturbating. So came up with only 18 today, only two play-in rounds, 18 total entries, because otherwise we could be talking about this for weeks. I mean, seriously. I'm handy dandy Andy Jarek. I'm happy to talk about the worst place to get to masturbating today. Joined, as always, by Andy Bisek, the guy with the best name in the whole wide world. Andy, are you as excited as I am?
Oh, I'm very excited. There's a couple on here that when we were coming up with the list, I thought were hilarious.
Good to hear. And then also joined by Julian, low-key racially ambiguous as fuck, Griffin.
Yeah, you remembered.
How are you doing? Are you excited?
So many places, so many ideas. Not that I would do them, just so many ideas.
Not that I do them, but I'm gonna do them.
I think maybe at the end of this, we'll go around and see, and we can each pick one place where we would happily be caught masturbating.
I've already got my answer.
Oh boy. All right, so our very first play-in round pits the set of Seinfeld against Jurassic Park.
Interesting.
Go on.
Well, I picked Jurassic Park because all the things you could possibly be doing at this wonderful, state-of-the-art park with dinosaurs brought to life, you're choosing to spend 10 minutes or whatever just jerking off in the bathroom when there are fucking dinosaurs to go see. You sick person, go to hell. A waste of your money.
But also kind of dangerous because there are also, dinosaurs everywhere.
Well, it depends on like exactly where you are. Like, what if I am a custodian and I have to work the night shift and I really am into Triceratops and I just happen to be right next to the little display area and one curvy, good-looking Triceratops got the horn and everything. Just however the way it looks just really just strikes a chord with me and I just got to beat my meat right there.
Also, think of the sexual tension there would be if you're just hanging out with Jeff Goldblum all day.
That is true.
What a guy.
He's not going to come back after what happened in the first one. After he went to the adjoining island in the Lost World, he's not going to come back.
All I'm saying is he was
that is
there.
Pretty awful. Go ahead.
I was just saying he was there.
I mean, I'd say that if I was Jeff Goldblum, I wouldn't come back either. That's a fair point because it's just like I almost got eaten by a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I had to stuff my hand in Triceratops shit, and there was some guy just jerking off into a corner. I'm never coming back to this fucking place ever again. I'm never coming back here again. On the set of Seinfeld, I feel like you would just get made fun of and then fired.
Now, am I a guest star on Seinfeld where I'm hanging out with Jerry, or am I just like a junior level production assistant?
I don't think it matters.
Oh, it greatly matters. It greatly matters.
Like, it's so like you're on the set of a place and it's not like you're being paid to do it. And I'm more than positive you would get hit with either a lawsuit, a civil suit, or you would just be like arrested and taken to jail if you're on the set.
There are three scenarios for this one. Am I cast, am I crew, or am I just a stranger who broke into the set and just starts jerking off on the set of Seinfeld?
You could be a stranger that says he's a part of the crew and then walks on the middle of the set during filming. Therefore, you have a scene.
Am I going to be sitting here listening to Jerry Seinfeld talk about airline peanuts while I'm jerking off, or is this just an empty set?
Well, why are you going there in the first place to jerk off?
That's true.
Julian gave a good example with the Triceratops fetish. Do you enjoy banal comedy?
Yeah, I love banal comedy.
In that case, you're going to really enjoy whacking it with him talking about uncomfortable cushions.
I'll be honest. I never really got into Seinfeld, so
that's fine.
Me neither.
I can't see myself on the set of Seinfeld jerking it. But
you can't see yourself on the set of Seinfeld. Period. Not even just go there and eat peanuts and just laugh at his stupid ass jokes. Jerry Seinfeld's not funny. I'm picking Jurassic Park just off of the fact that I don't really think he's funny.
The worst place I'd say is Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I'm also voting for Jurassic Park. Thank goodness. It's my baby. I'm glad it moved on. I saw my Jurassic Park coloring book out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, I'm going to throw that in there. All right, our second play-in round pits jerking off during the middle of a kung fu match against being in the back of a police car.
There are a lot of disadvantages to jerking off in a kung fu match. One, you're exposing very delicate areas. Two, you are now playing one hand down. I mean, you are in a world of hurt in the kung fu match.
I think in this one, regardless of which one you choose, you're gonna get beat up while doing it.
Waxing Wang, choking chicken style.
Giving wax off a whole different meaning.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I was Andy. I was thinking your way as well. If you're using a hand or if you are using a foot, then I'm actually doubly impressed. But yeah, how are you going to defend yourself against a kung fu master right across the arena at you or the cage or whatever? You're going to get clobbered.
It's true.
What if you're just incredibly good though, and you're so good that you could masturbate and still defend yourself, and it's almost an insult to your opponent?
I guess
an insult to your opponent.
I know Julian isn't gonna like this reference, but it reminds me of season 2 of One Punch Man's tournament arc.
Oh my god, it was so stupid.
Which I enjoyed.
I hated it.
Where he joins a karate match just because he's curious. He can't lose. It's kind of like in this match. It's like, I'm going to masturbate during this karate match because I won't lose.
You could what if it's your kung fu match?
That's what I'm saying. It's your kung fu match. You can't lose. You're so good that your opponent cannot beat you.
Or they're just creeped out enough to the where they're just like, I quit. I didn't sign up for this. I went through 9 months of intense training for some dude that's balding to jerk off right in front of me. Come on now. What style is this?
I would think differently. I'd be like, this is my chance. I'm going to beat this guy. His most sensitive area is exposed. I could give him a swift kick to the groin. But maybe he's so good that he's like,
he doesn't lose concentration, and as you try to kick him, he delivers a swift kick while he still has his member in his hand.
You have to have quite the set of balls on you to do this during your own kung fu match, pun intended.
And speaking of balls, you are going to be pinching those like crazy in the middle of a kung fu match. Twirling, pivoting, changing your stance. You want to throw a crane kick? How the hell are you going to do that with your other hand on goodies? It's just going to get like a vice grip.
Once again, it's almost an insult to your opponent. I kind of like it now. I've talked myself into thinking maybe this isn't the worst of the two.
All right, well, let's talk about being in the back of a police car.
Extra charge, public
indecency. I was going to say, you're going to get beaten, and then you're going to get a more severe sentence. Where's the
also, you have to be really flexible in order to do that. Unless you broke into the back of a police car and then started masturbating already.
Yeah, you've got to have some mad flexibility.
There's no way that you're able to do that.
And you're risking pepper spray. And
that's very true.
Well, both of these, I would say, these are the two ballsiest, I would say. Like, if you're doing either of these, You've got some balls on you. I can't stop thinking of just the Kung Fu match. It's like, you can't stop me.
Where have we gone in this podcast now? Just after looking at it and realizing that we've been talking about the worst place to masturbate, I'm like, what am I doing with my weekends? Where do my priorities lie?
A few months ago, we talked about the best fast casual dining to have sex in. We have no shame.
Well, I've never been prouder of myself. My self-esteem has never been higher.
You better start sharing on social media, since we've all kind of let those go. And
watch this be the episode that goes viral.
You know what? It'd be hilarious one to go viral.
I would love that. But anyways, I think back of a police car is the worst because you're asking for trouble at that point.
I agree. You're in a world of pain here.
Yeah, I'll vote with you guys as well.
Look at that, a couple back-to-back sweeps.
Yeah, wow. Playing rounds are done. So Jurassic Park is back already. But it's going up against the middle of a Pokemon match. Now, I assume you're the Pokemon trainer, and you just sent out your Venusaur to lay the Smacketh down. But instead of Leech Seed, you're shooting your own seed.
I see. What if your opponent uses a Venusaur, and it uses Vine Whip, and your Pokemon dodges it, but you don't?
Where does the vine go then? Only natural. It whacks you in the wiener.
Yeah, a lot of problems there.
I mean, and you're wide out in the open, right?
It's very true.
People are going to see you. I know, like, probably, but
what if your opponent happens to be like a water-based Pokemon, and your opponent's like, use Water Gun, and then just to be dramatic and give yourself an excuse to masturbate, you just shove your Pokemon out of the way, like, oh no, my pants, they came off when I got squirted by your Water Gun. Oh no.
Oh no, he hurt himself in the confusion.
but then there's a lot of, like, we're talking water Pokemon. What if it's a poison Pokemon? And he uses Toxic.
Or what if it's a fire Pokemon?
Or an electric Pokemon.
You're just a masochist at this point. I'm pretty sure that you're a masochist if it's either with Pokemon Match or Jurassic Park. You're a masochist.
The Jurassic Park one, you gave a good example, though. Like, you're a late night custodian, no one's there. And, there comes that Triceratops again.
Yeah, but what if it happens to be like that lizard, the one that killed that one guy, what was that guy's name?
Dilophosaurus killing Dennis Nedry.
Yeah. But look,
that's poison.
There are multiple dinosaur Pokemon, though. What about there's a Triceratops one that's newer.
Tyrannosaur. There's Tyrannosaur.
No, but there's like actual T-Rex one.
I thought that was Tyrannosaur.
No, Tyrannosaur is another one, but
there's more than one.
Yeah, there's a bunch of dinosaur Pokemon. It's this dude. Tyrantrum. That's its name. Yeah.
Tyrantrum.
What if this motherfucker comes? What if this motherfucker comes out? This is basically Jurassic Park. There's fucking Charizard.
Yeah, I just said Charizard.
Charizard. Feraligatr is a big one. So, like, Pokemon battles, the worst of all worlds.
It's really all depends on what turns you on, I guess. Whatever your type is.
I'm just seeing danger here.
I see danger for both, but like I guess with Jurassic Park, if there are safety measures, then I suppose you're more safe. But in a Pokemon match, I mean,
with Jurassic Park, we're just saying in Jurassic Park. With Pokemon match, you are in the middle of a battle between elemental monsters.
Yeah, but they never miss. We've seen all the TV. Do they miss? They
Yeah, all the time.
Where does it go? It never hits the trainer on the just behind the Pokemon.
Ash has been hit with electric attacks.
Well, he's put himself in the middle of it. He's never like actually been hit on accident.
But we're talking real world here. Let's think about this for a second.
That's
the fictional
yes.
world.
We're talking about real world Pokemon. Yes.
Look, if you look at the stats in the game, Thunder, a very scary thing to be hit with while masturbating, has only 80% accuracy. 20% of the time, where's it going? It could hit you. Also, if a Pokemon gets hit with Sand Attack too many times, it loses accuracy. Where are those attacks going? You don't know. Could hit you.
Not too many Pokemon who do Sand Attack.
That's true.
A lot of Pokemon have Sand Attack, though.
Yeah, Pokemon that don't even need to have Sand Attack have Sand Attack.
Yeah. Sand Attack is very useful, I think, competitively. Don't quote me on that, though.
Like Mewtwo, Sand Attack. Gengar, Sand Attack.
Is it just like picking up a bunch of pocket sand and flinging it?
Yeah.
I would imagine so.
So, look, I'm ready to vote. I'm voting Pokemon match.
No honor.
We're going Pokemon match.
You guys suck.
I know, Jerry.
Jinx has got lips and Mewtwo's got hips, so I understand.
Oh, gross. Oh, all right. Pokemon match. On to the Elite Eight, if you get my drift. Next up, pits middle of a religious confessional or against your first middle school fight with little Joey.
That's definitely a way to win your fight. A lot of fights. Kung Fu match. Jeez.
There's a lot of conflict in this podcast.
There is.
The confessional was one of the ones that started all this. Like, Father, I have sinned. In fact,
Matter
I
of
am
fact,
currently sinning.
I am right now. Hallowed be thy name. Wait, no. Hallowed be thy name, Daddy. Or something. Oh, I'm going to hell.
Our Father really arts in heaven.
Oh, jeez.
I bet that's happened before.
Oh,
I
for
bet
sure.
that's a real thing. I bet that there's a Florida man out there
for sure.
who got caught doing
Said
that.
Florida man.
Yeah, I mean, that's that. A lot of these, I'd be like, "Oh, Denny's. This has to have happened in Florida."
Oh yeah, for sure.
Middle school fights, gross, but could be like Julian said, could be a strategy. Like, back off.
It could be a strategy. I wouldn't want to fight a kid who just pulled his dick out and just started jerking it. I would go home. You got it, guy. You got it.
I think you win. I don't know what to think of this, but we ain't fighting anymore.
I need to go to confessional.
Oh, Father.
Remember me?
Little Joey had a good idea.
It is a terrible place to be caught masturbating, isn't it? Confessional.
It is.
I'm voting now for confessional.
Yeah, because what if it's one of the priests who got transferred, if you catch my drift?
Oh, boy. That makes, confessional.
It makes it 1,000
Queen
times worse. Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. Well, can't wait to talk about that one again. Next up, Saudi Arabia, just the middle of Saudi Arabia, against during your sex therapy session.
I mean,
I'm picking Saudi Arabia because sex therapy, you're there for that reason specifically, and you're there to get help. Saudi Arabia, they'll put your ass in jail. Then they'll beat the shit out of you.
I was going to say, sex therapy is a little on the nose.
Very much so.
It's like, well, I can see why you're here, sir. Yeah. Can you help? It just won't stop.
It's like your therapist just says, "Oh yeah, I got you. Just finish up.
I'll
We'll
help.
talk about it." Oh wow. Oh god.
Oh, sorry.
I'll
What?
help.
Something slipped there.
Oh.
I feel like Saudi Arabia, you had to want to go to Saudi Arabia to do that. Again, the masochistic urges coming through there.
Mm-hmm.
Not something I would willingly choose to do.
No, sir.
So
Not
after
at
Andy,
all.
that's the one you'd give a shot with. Yeah.
I mean, are we clean sweeping it then? Is that what we're all saying
Yes.
here?
Yeah. All right. Next up, trick or treating. Out with your family during trick or treating, or perhaps the Shadow Realm is more up your alley.
Just imagine Pegasus banishes you to the Shadow Realm.
Follow-up
You
question.
boy.
Follow-up question. How did you get there? Did you get there because you were masturbating, or you just got there and said, well, there's nothing better to do, so...
Well, what else am I going to do in the Shadow Realm?
It's the first thing you think of. How can I get out? Can I make my way back? Do I have to? No, I think I'll just sit down and beat my meat.
Look, I'm just waiting for Yugi to battle his way through Duelist Kingdom. I can't fight my way out. Pegasus didn't come here with me to give me a shot in a battle of cards. So.
You really hit the bottom of the barrel to jerk off. It's a way to cope that you got kicked into the Shadow Realm. They got me, my left hand, and good old Jimmy. Oh. It's sad.
I just Googled Shadow Realm, and the images, the fourth one has the dad from Jimmy Neutron. Andy, please Google it.
Doing it now.
Oh my god. Could you please share your screen?
I am. Oh, I am. Why are there so many of these?
Oh my god.
Oh, here's another.
The before and after. This is before, and the last picture was after.
Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Again, this is just a search of Shadow Realm, not Shadow Realm Jimbo or Shadow Realm Jimmy Neutron. I think that makes it better.
I think that makes it better too.
Oh my god.
What are you gonna use? That's the question.
I mean, what if you never get out of the Shadow Realm? I mean, like, what if Yugi Boy loses to Pegasus? Like, Pegasus is cheating eye because, let's face it, being able to see your opponent's cards is cheating. He should have been disqualified. Let's say he wins, and then Yugi gets sent to the Shadow Realm. Then you're stuck there for a while, just beating Pegasus. You got nothing but time on your hands. And you're going to have something else in your hands soon.
That's the question. Like, what can you use and what motivation you have besides fucking Mokuba?
No one is trapped with you. You're in your own private Shadow Realm.
Mokuba and Yugi's granddad. That's all you have.
Yeah, but neither of them are near you. You have your imagination.
Well, then you have to play your one-eyed white dragon card.
Ah, yes.
I don't even need to talk about trick-or-treating. That's gross.
I'm just off of that. I'm going with Shadow Realm.
I'm gonna vote
one-eyed white dragon.
I'm voting for the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, because it's like you don't. You're gonna get dehydrated at some point. You can't use spit. You have no lotion.
Why is it when people get banished to the Shadow Realm, you don't see other people banished in the Shadow Realm? Remember Yugi and Pegasus? They dueled in the Shadow Realm. Where was Mokuba?
Who's Mokuba?
It's
That's
Kaiba's brother.
Seto Kaiba's little brother.
Okay. Why was he there?
Because
Look,
plot.
I
Because
barely I barely watched Yu-Gi-Oh. I get all of this
It's-
information from Dominic.
It's really not worth watching.
I mean, I'm also almost 30. I have no reason to go back to Yu-Gi-Oh.
There's better stuff.
There's way better stuff.
All right. So next matchup is playing Jenga against, again, being in the back of a police car. That one's back for round number 2.
It's gonna be hard to beat that one. But playing Jenga, the tower could fall on your crotch. That's about what I got.
I would do it if I'm winning.
What if you're so good that you could use your crotch to push out the bricks?
Are you telling me that you're so accurate that your nut shot actually shoots out the one that you want?
Yeah, I'm just gonna vote for police car.
I'm going with police car.
I see no loss in Jenga.
Okay,
Other
well,
than
what if you're playing one of those life-size Jenga sets they have at bars now, where the Jengas are like this big instead of that big?
Well,
I mean,
then
I
especially
still-
I'm drunk, and if I win, I feel like I deserve a reward. And why not take care of that little reward in the bathroom?
There's so much more pain that's a possibility, though.
Are you kidding me? If you
start,
start touching yourself in a police car, they're coming back there and beat you with batons. What are you
That's what
talking
I'm
about?
saying. Obviously, playing Jenga is the better option. The worst option is in the back of a police car.
I don't know. Just kidding. I know it's the police car.
Yeah.
All right,
it'd be
a couple of
different if
new
you were
ones.
losing.
New ones here. Planned Parenthood against Grandma's house.
Oh, little
Parenthood, I can
Jimmy!
see.
Oh no!
I baked you some cookies.
And she walks over and
Yeah.
starts hitting you with her purse, like, stop it!
Like you're breaking up a middle school fight.
That's
Like
awful.
water on kids or
And then I feel like your grandma would tell you, I'm taking you to confessional.
And we all know what happens at confession.
And we all know what happens. It all comes full circle. It really does.
What a
Pun
gross
intended.
episode.
So I think Planned Parenthood, it's like, well, what if you're donating sperm?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Some clinics do that.
yeah, don't some clinics allow you to donate sperm?
Mhm.
So, you know.
So it's far worse at grandma's house.
Yeah. I agree. Got nothing to add to that.
yeah, I'll give Grandma's house a vote too. Why not? Alrighty, moving on. Holy shit! Oh, being at a Westboro Baptist Church rally, or
Competing during the Great British Bake Off.
oh my fucking god!
It's televised. There's ways you can burn yourself. You
Looks
could
like,
cut yourself with a knife.
Right.
And
Yeah.
also, you know, you're ruining such a great, wholesome show. Who doesn't like Great British Bake Off? And here you are ruining it with your gross ass masturbating. There's nothing wholesome about the Westboro Baptist Church.
I mean,
No. There's
no,
nothing.
there's
Nothing.
really not.
It's awful.
It really is bad. But still, getting caught masturbating, you're asking for a whole world of trouble. I feel like at a British Bake Off, you would just get kicked out and called a pervert. That's the worst they would do to you. It's probably,
but
and then ban you from all of future Bake Offs.
honestly, I wouldn't give a shit if I'm ruining a Westboro Baptist Church gathering. It's all a bunch of disgust. I would be the least disgusting person in that group still.
There are kids there.
Not at a rally. I'd hope not.
Grandma's there.
What the fuck? If grandma's at the Westboro Baptist Church, not a fan.
Father Callahan, he dropped off some baked goods. You saw him last week for the same exact issue.
You're making this sound like it's a normal like church gathering, not like just this awful place filled
I'm
with
saying
just
it
a
is
bunch of
awful.
racist, homophobic people fighting, you know, progress.
Yeah, but why would you fight progress with dick beating?
You know what?
Look at all my progress. Like,
You know, if it unsettles them in the slightest, I feel like I've won.
Andy, what is your take on this, Jarek?
Well, again, I'm thinking about the danger of just trying to cook one-handed. Cooking is tough enough with two hands sometimes.
Yeah,
cooking with one hand, you are asking for the lemon cheese grater to just off goes the skin.
Or the knife. I mean, what if
Yeah.
you sit there, you're trying to do your mise en place or whatever the hell that shit is, and you're prepping, and you just slip.
I don't know how I feel about that or if I agree with it because, okay, you're right. You have to have concentration for both. But I am more than positive you'll have enough concentration to pay attention to the other thing that you're doing. You have to be pretty damn clumsy if you let a cheese grater get near there.
One-handed? I don't know about that. It could slip and drop and as it's falling.
Okay.
And I would assume you're using your non-dominant hand to grate that, lemon rind or whatever.
Yeah, you have to consider priorities here.
It's a fair point.
I'm not saying it's likely to happen. I'm just saying it's a little more likely to happen.
What if there's a man that is so great that he's actually able to do both?
You can't use my kung fu argument.
He's so concentrated that he's able to achieve climax and make you a great lemon meringue pie at the same time.
Well, you know what? Then he should be. Congratulations, you are some sort of a monster.
Well, he's the champion of that season. That's what he fucking is.
Of course.
I stand by my argument that one of these you're ruining a wholesome, family-friendly show, and the other you're the least disgusting person in the crowd. So I'm voting the worst being masturbating at the Great British Bake Off.
I'm going Westboro Baptist Church off of the fact that you probably would get beaten up.
I'm also going with the Westboro Baptist Church because you are absolutely guaranteed to catch a beating.
Yes.
But you ain't gonna catch a knife.
Catch that too with the Westboro Baptist Church.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Last matchup of our Sweet 16. Getting caught during a prostate exam, or the ever popular Denny's.
Dr. Steve, don't threaten me with a good time, sir.
Meanwhile, Denny's. There's no such thing as a good time at Denny's.
Oh gosh.
What good has ever come out of a Denny's?
Obviously, you masturbating inside of one probably has to be the best experience.
I mean, being caught masturbating in a Denny's just means you're one of the crowd.
The maple bacon sundae came out of Denny's. That's all right.
Also gave a lot of people diabetes, but it's okay.
Hey, who remembers the Who burrito?
Short-term pleasure for long-term pain.
I haven't eaten at a Denny's since like early college. And I've had people ask, hey, it's late. Who wants to grab Denny's? And I'd say, I'd rather starve to death.
Well, that's true. And then you just went to IHOP instead.
I'm done.
God. IHOP is worse.
No.
Somehow it's worse.
No. Nothing is worse than it. IHOP's bad. Nothing is worse.
Have you seen the commercials for the thick bacon at IHOP? It's like bacon that's like an inch thick. It's disgusting. It's the grossest thing I've seen. And they're advertising that like it's going to attract people to come into the restaurant.
It's going to attract somebody.
I don't know who. I don't want my bacon to be chewy.
Kelly and I celebrated recently because the nearest IHOP and Denny's to us both closed.
Mm-hmm.
It was a means for celebration.
It's funny. The fucking I know.
Oh God.
Obviously, what you're talking about. The IHOP literally has so much like grass and shit grown over it. It's starting to look like Jurassic Park.
Oh,
it really is.
You should have put IHOP instead of Denny's.
Meanwhile, like the rest of our area is like building up, and then you look across and it's just this dilapidated IHOP.
Such an eyesore. Oh man, Denny's
Waffle House is always better anyway.
I'm gonna say this.
so good.
Prostate
So
exam
fucking
is
good.
like weird for the doctor. Denny's there's never anything good that happens at a Denny's.
I'll have to agree with you. So I
Gonna-
think the better choice is obviously Denny's, or
The worst choice.
the worst choice is obviously Denny's. Excuse me.
No matter what you enjoy, it's always worse at Denny's.
Even if you got a prostate exam at Denny's,
It's
it makes
worse at
so
Oh
Denny's.
God, you're likely to leave worse off than you did
I have
before.
one strangely good memory at Denny's.
Is that
and it
when we
was-
were taking shots of hot sauce and
I don't
syrup?
even remember that.
I
I don't
remember
think
that.
I participated in taking a shot of syrup.
I know you didn't. I took a shot of syrup, and I remember. I remember lots of ketchup as well. You think you know what I'm talking about?
Are you talking about when we went to Dairy Queen and we took Bill's like red drink and poured a bunch of ketchup in it? That was
I
in
remember
high
that
school,
too.
I think.
That was fucked up. But no, I'm talking about this was either while you guys were first year in college or my first year in college. And I just remember there being like a shit ton of ketchup. I think you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
When I hear shit ton of ketchup, I know exactly who you're talking about. What I remember most at Denny's, I wasn't even eating because this was after I stopped eating at Denny's. I think I got like, I don't know, I paid for somebody else's food. I don't know. I was there for no reason, but it was when Smash Brothers for 3DS came out, and we all had it. And all of a sudden, we saw the table next to us playing Smash Brothers. So we challenged a bunch of strangers to Smash Brothers. That's it. That's what I remember most about Denny's and
That's
the Hooper
awesome.
and the Who burrito.
Yeah. That's a nice wholesome memory.
Oh, didn't they have also? This was early college when like the first Hobbit movie came out, and they had the Hobbit menu, and everything sounded repulsive.
That's because it was repulsive.
It was like
It still
the
is
decimation of smog burrito. I don't know what's going in that, but I ain't eating it.
I don't want Bilbo cakes. That's just gross.
cakes.
Stop my I also vote for Denny's to move this on.
And rightfully so.
Oh, God. All right. On to our Elite Eight. And of course, our very first matchup is a Pokemon match against that religious confessional again.
Look, I don't want to talk about a confessional anymore. And there is just more danger in a Pokemon match. There's elemental monsters shooting shit all around you. Your crotch is now exposed. You get hit with a leech seed. And it's just sucking the health out of you, and you're feeling excruciating pain. Then you get hit with a vine whip.
You are acting like these people get hit 100 times every match. Like every
That's
attack is a
very
miss.
true.
Look,
You
if
can't
Pokemon
use Ash
was
as a metric.
real, if Pokemon was real, you would be hit.
But it's not.
But it's not. So what?
And confessionals are real and they happen all the time.
That's very true. The Pokemon match, I'll risk it, but like with a confessional with Father Callahan, who just came in 2 weeks ago for whatever mysterious reason, no thank you.
Why were you transferred, Father? Budget issues.
I am not accepting
I felt
this.
that I could use my skills better
Remember
here.
when Ash jumped in front of Mew and Mewtwo's attack and got turned to stone?
That's the only time.
That is true.
It does.
Ash did do shit like that though.
Ash
He would
is-
always square up with the Pokemon itself. Like you have a whole ass Pokemon out here, and you're trying to give Mewtwo a 1-2 piece combo. Come
Ash,
on, man.
Ash
What are
has
you
had
gonna do?
Pokemon thrown back at him, so he's been hit with a full-bodied monster.
How's he not dead? Is the question. How's a
been hit-
10-year-old
he's
take
been
that
hit-
much
Plot
battle?
armor?
Charizard has hit him with Fire Blast. What are you talking about? The trainer's never been hit.
He's
And
the
I-
only one. It seems to be the only trainer. How come when his Pokemon doesn't attack, it never hits the trainer he's facing?
plot armor.
He's the only
Right.
one.
I already said that.
But I
Plot
don't
armor?
have plot armor.
Because if we're gonna make it realistic, Ash is probably dead. By now, he's probably dead. Or he's on life support.
He has CTE.
He does.
He's just a
Poor
football
guy.
player at this point.
And if he's perfectly fine, he's probably at the age of 10 looking like he's 45. Smokes cigarettes.
Also, I mean, it's just so much more danger. I'm voting the Pokemon one. There's so
I'm
much
going
more danger.
confessional.
It's not as risky as you think, Andy. I'm going with confessionals.
I know.
I'm going confessional.
All right, that moves on. Next, Saudi Arabia.
Obviously, Saudi Arabia.
Oh, hold
Shadow
on. We're talking about the Shadow
Realm,
Realm.
one and the same.
The Shadow. The
That's
Shadow.
not nice.
Yeah, you got both of you. Shadow Realm is a
No,
terrible place.
Saudi Arabia is not terrible. It's a terrible place to get caught masturbating. That's where it's terrible. Because now you're in actual physical danger. The Shadow Realm, you're just there, you're bored, you're by yourself, and the worst thing that's going to happen to you is you're going to get bored, no saliva because you're dehydrated, no lotion.
Sounds awful.
Yes.
Sounds like the worst place.
The
to get
worst
caught.
place. Let's say you're in the Shadow Realm, right? And you're gonna start masturbating, and suddenly you see this in the distance, and you're telling me that's not the worst.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty nightmarish.
Just get fucking Jimmy's dad over here pulling out a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and you're just trying to pass your fucking time in the Shadow Realm.
Oh, and that's the worst because post-nut clarity is even worse.
Also, in Yu-Gi-Oh, isn't the Shadow Realm like a place filled with despair? Like, what an awful place to be caught masturbating. A place full of despair.
I don't want to Google that. I want to.
I want to know
What
all
is-
about the Shadow Realm and
Same here.
like
What is
when you-
the Shadow Realm?
what's the Shadow Realm like?
Can I? I don't know why Social Blade came up. I don't know.
I
Also,
went to the Wikia and it changed my cursor to like a dark red triangle. Oh, God.
okay. I'm going to show you images of people in the Shadow Realm, and you tell me if this doesn't look like a place of despair. So first, here's Yugi's grandpa. Just looking all like, get me the fuck out of this place.
Eyes.
And then here's Mokuba. I mean, he's straight up fucking panicking. So you're going to tell me that isn't the worst place to be caught masturbating.
My
What
God.
if? Well, they have pictures. So what if it's just a picture of you hunched over, your hair on your crotch?
Also, when you are rescued, you just get flung out. Like, here's the grandpa getting out of the Shadow Realm, just like yeeted out. Yeah, I said yeeted.
That is actually really embarrassing. You getting flung out with your pants down.
It's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing.
And it's just like, I feel like the whole idea of the Shadow Realm is terrifying, it's scary, it's painful, both mentally and potentially physically. And here you are, masturbating.
And so is prison in a country that you're not even born in.
I'm gonna vote for the Shadow Realm.
I'm going Saudi Arabia. You don't want to get caught doing that kind of stuff there.
Jarek, join me in the Shadow Realm.
Well, I'll join you along with Merrick's father, a mugger, Solomon Muto, Panic, Mokuba, the Paradox Brothers, Bandit Keith, a Seeker, Arcana,
Bandit
Stream,
Keith.
Umbra, Loomis, Bonds, Sid, Zygor, My Valentine, Bakura Ryu, Weevil Underwood, Rex Raptor, Kareem, Ankadan, Hassan, Shada, Isis, Shaiman, Priest Seto, and Yami Bakura, all in the Shadow Realm according to the Wikia page.
So you joining me with Shadow Realm?
Oh yeah, let's go hang out with those people.
Julian, you've been banished to the Shadow Realm.
Oh God.
Yugi boy.
All right, bottom half of our Elite Eight, the back of a police car, of course, or grandma's house.
There's nothing more embarrassing than Grandma's house, but the back of a police car is going to be tough to beat.
You can't beat that. Oh, they can beat you while you beat it.
With the back of a police
You're beating
car.
it somehow.
I don't need to talk about this one any further. Police car.
Yeah, a lot of things are getting beat that day.
Your meat,
Yeah, I'll vote.
and then your body.
All right, sweeping that police car, bungering that police car, quite possibly.
I mean,
The next up, the Westboro Baptist Church rally, or everyone's favorite fast casual restaurant, Denny's.
could I ask what's the difference?
Shit.
One is a place of, again, despair and sadness and all the bad things in the world. And the other place is the Westboro Baptist Church.
I would have said the other. One is sadness, pain, suffering, and one offers the Who burrito. Oh no, we're gonna lose our Westboro Baptist Church listeners. Oh no.
I feel like you're not guaranteed to get the crap kicked out of you at Denny's.
You got a point.
That's a good point.
You might, but you might not.
You might get a free bacon sundae. Who knows?
I was gonna say, like, what if you get offered a coupon instead?
Maybe you could just take your leftovers and leave. Like,
That's true.
You need something to do while the service is taking fucking forever to fucking give you a cup of fruit.
so specific.
But you know what? I'm going to vote for Denny's because I just don't want to talk about the Westboro Baptist Church anymore.
I'm going to I'm going to vote Westboro Baptist Church rally because you're likely to face physical harm.
Yeah, so am I.
I just don't want to talk about it.
Well, we're going to force you to get uncomfortable here on Bracket Up.
I'm not uncomfortable. I just don't like them.
All right. Final four. Top half. Religious confessional. Shadow realm. Basically the same thing.
You've been banished to the Shadow Realm. It's just confessional.
Notice all those people I talked about, not one of them was Father Maguire.
Father Maguire, you've been banished upstate.
Oh my goodness.
It's just hard to choose.
Oh, not for me. Give me the Shadow Realm. See, they're all fighting to save people from the Shadow Realm and not be banished to the Shadow Realm. Sounds like a terrible place. People willingly walk into confessional.
True. No one willingly walks into the Shadow Realm.
My God, so many people die in the Shadow Realm too.
Yeah.
Shame.
I can imagine being caught masturbating in the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, I'll vote for the confessional.
Same.
The Shadow Realm. Imagine the last thing you did was masturbate in the Shadow Realm, full of pain and despair.
I don't think I'll have the I don't have the motivation to do that if I'm filled with despair.
The Shadow Realm.
All right, so the religious confessional is on to the final matchup, and it's going up against either being in the back of a police car or the Westboro Baptist Church. And now I feel like both mine and Julian's arguments for the guaranteed beating, what's going to happen when you're guaranteed a beating in both of these situations?
Look, the police car, you're also, you're in the back of a police car for a reason. You're getting tacked on more.
Chances are one of the members of the Westboro Baptist Church is a cop, so
Look, I wasn't gonna be the one to say it. But...
You might end up actually being in the back of a police car if you're caught masturbating at a Westboro Baptist Church rally. Just saying.
Yeah, but
So
if you're in the back of a police car handcuffed, you already did something that got you handcuffed. Now you're bending over in a weird position to masturbate. That's painful. And then here come the cops to beat you to get you to stop masturbating. And then they're going to tack on more time. Whereas at the Westboro Baptist Church, you get a beating and you get 1 sentence of indecent exposure. However, that might not even lead to jail time.
I will say one thing about you. If you actually experience that whole thing, you are tenacious. You are determined to finish that nut, no matter what.
Also,
finish the nut, no matter what. Finish the nut, no matter what.
Finish the nut, no matter what.
Also, I stand by that the Westboro Baptist Church, they're having this function. I want this function to be ruined. I've ruined their function now. It cost me, but I ruined the function.
And now the police are ruining me.
I'm going to vote for the police car.
Same.
I'll give a pity vote to the old Westboro Baptist Church. They might need it.
I just pity the Westboro Baptist Church.
All right, so they're gone. So our finals of the worst place to be caught masturbating is either a religious confessional or the back of a police car.
Which trauma do you want?
I'm gonna vote for the back of a police car. I said from the beginning that's tough to beat. All things considered, there's
not for them.
Ah! there's a lot of bad happening in that situation.
I don't know if I can vote against the back of a police car.
I don't know if I can either.
I mean, we could both do it, and then Andy would lose.
I wouldn't care.
I know. But I think I'll vote for the back of a police car. It's just a situation that goes from bad to worse. There's very little pleasure in that pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, in the confessional, nobody has to know that you're doing it, but you get caught because the whole purpose is you get caught, and it depends on who catches you.
There's no depending with the back of a police car. You know who's catching you.
That's very true. There is no depending on.
Yeah, that priest who's sworn to secrecy it's on him. He has to live with that, knowing that someone is befouling the confessional box.
He knows it'll have to be cleaned extra.
Your sins get absolved. You're done. You're good. Go bye-bye. Do it at the next church over. He has to clean that shit up.
Or what if you get caught by like Officer Randall from like Reno 911?
How would he catch you? My assumption is you're being caught by the priest you're straight up telling.
That's true.
I would hope no one's walking in the middle of your confessional.
This one open?
Oh God. I can just imagine the timing. It'd just be terrible.
Oh.
Knock, knock, peekaboo. What a day.
Wah, wah.
Just I'm thinking of the Price is Right music. Dun, dun, dun,
I was thinking of the Feld music in the background. A full circle. What's your vote, Julian?
Sorry, I got the Price is Right. Oh God. Okay, it's obviously back of a police car.
Oh man.
Oh, this was a journey, to say the least.
To say the least.
All right. So after winning 5 matchups, coming from the play-in round, beating a kung fu match, the back of a police car is the worst place to get caught masturbating.
It did not bunger because of Jarek's pity vote to the Westboro Baptist Church.
My check is will be in the mail soon, and you all can thank me later. I will use that money to probably buy something at Denny's.
Oh God! Good luck. No, Waffle House, man. Come on, give yourself.
Well, if there was one closer, I have to go to St. Louis for that.
I think there's one in Chicago, isn't there? Maybe not.
It's
I've
rare.
Googled many times.
I mean, I would definitely check like Bridgeview or like Worth.
Hey, don't you sass
There's
Bridgeview?
not one in Illinois. I'm 90%. Or the wait, no. The
That's
only
a
one in Illinois
compliment.
is in like southern
Oh, okay.
by St. Louis. So we
That's
went
a
to St. Louis
compliment.
and we went to a Waffle House in like Collinsville or something, which is way down south.
I don't know what it is about Waffle House, but every time, like if you see a dude smoking a cigarette, you know your food is about to be good.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I want him to be smoking the cigarette while cooking my food.
Yep, I want
that
and
smoky taste.
and I want the cook next to him to be a girl with long acrylic nails, tapping on her phone, looking at TikTok, Instagram, and on Facebook at the same time. I know it's going to be so good.
Oh,
I want the phone that can go on all 3 of those apps at the same time.
Mm-hmm. They can do it. I've seen it
At Waffle House.
at Waffle
I am
House.
fucking hungry and angry. I guess you could call that, the hangry thing. I just want Waffle House now. I'm pissed.
Same.
Didn't think
We should take a drive to St. Louis.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Let's go right now. 3.5 hours. Let's go, baby. Get to Waffle House by 3 o'clock.
I mean, we should do a bracket up trip whenever Julian comes into America to St. Louis
St.
and just
Louis?
record an episode in the car while going to Waffle House.
We came here for one reason and one reason only.
Waffle House, baby. Hey, the St. Louis Zoo's cool.
Yeah.
I'd go there again.
St. Louis is decent.
No, I wouldn't
pretty
say
cool.
I wouldn't go that far. It's got some cool things in it, but
Yeah, it's decent. Lots to do there.
It's a
all right.
city.
Yeah, it is definitely a city. Any surprises on this episode?
wait, what was the question? Sorry.
Just any surprises?
No, it went almost exactly as
I'm
expected.
surprised that Saudi Arabia didn't go further, honestly. I'm surprised.
The mystique of the Shadow Realm, though, it just...
The Shadow, I look, Shadow Realm, scary.
Okay.
I've now realized that my hypocritical ways have been shown to everybody as I bitched about Pokemon not being real, but happily voted the Shadow Realm onto the Final Four.
Oh, God. Okay.
All right. Well, I said at the beginning of this that we should all pick one place where we, out of these entries, where we would hypothetically give this a shot. Where would you guys pick if you had to pick one of these?
Julian, I'll pass the floor to you first.
I definitely at Planned Parenthood.
Mine was Denny's. It just felt like, just one of the crew there. No, I probably wouldn't be the most disgusting person in the building.
You imagine one of the actual employees there at Denny's just catches you and goes, "Oh, I understand. Go ahead.
It's Denny's. We get it."
You need some butter or syrup?"
And Jarek?
Jurassic Park, absolutely. Just to say I did it.
I was thinking that way with the Shadow Realm, but the more we talked about it, I'm like, oh God, despair, sadness.
I'd probably get a custom-made T-shirt that said, "I went to Jurassic Park and all I did was masturbate."
In real life, if I find out there's actually a Jurassic Park and I find out that you've actually applied as a job there, I'm like, you're not slick. I know exactly what you're trying to do.
I would apply for every job at Jurassic Park if it was a real thing. I would happily risk my life day in and day out to shovel Triceratops poo just to say I shoveled Triceratops poo.
You're not going there to shovel Triceratops poo.
Well,
All your coworkers, Jarek, you gonna help us shovel this shit or not? No, I'll be with you guys in a second.
Hold on, guys.
I got something to do.
The Stegosaur is looking needed.
I also realized I'm wearing a Pokemon shirt and Pokemon Battle's on the list.
Look at that.
Didn't even think of it.
All right, that's all I've got for this bad boy. We're approaching an hour, might be over an hour, who knows. So I'm handy dandy Andy Jarek, and today on Bracket Up, we determined that the worst place to get caught masturbating is in the back of a police car. Just leads to more pain, lots of pain. Andy, Mr. Mysek, the guy with the best name in the whole wide world, I hope you had fun today. Did you have fun?
Of course. We got to talk about the Shadow Realm.
No podcast to complete without a mention of the Shadow Realm. And Mr. Julian Griffin, Loki, racially ambiguous as fuck. Thank you for blessing us with the just thank you for blessing us with your presence.
Okay.
I was going to say something else, but my handwriting is so poor I can't read it anymore. So I just what was it? Finish the nut. Something what?
No matter what.
No matter
No
what.
matter what.
My
Finish
pen
the
went out.
nut.
There we go. Say thank you, Julian, for that fantastic saying that we'd put on a T-shirt if we made merchandise.
We'll get there one day. I'll remember it, I promise.
Watch our show.
Please watch our show.
Please watch our show. We're begging you. We're begging you. We'll see you next time on Bracket Up.